And we are live. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Canadian Guy here, and we are back with some of the new PS5 Sly Cooper. Before we begin, I just got a few things I gotta quickly do. I am literally trying to update the Etsy store as everything goes on. Because we got some new products in. We got some new stuff. So you gotta give me a few minutes to get that set up so that and also don't go to the Etsy store right now and try to buy anything, because if you do, I'm just gonna probably refund you because everything is going all over the place. Like it's like, oh, this is in stock, this isn't in stock, this is in stock, that's not in stock. So things are getting a little bit weird at the moment. So just give me a minute to finish getting set up. Do not go there yet. I will give you the clear go-ahead saying, all right, we're good to go. I would just hate black and blue mask. There we go. So I did, Carter. Did you see me respond to you? Because I did. So how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are all doing fantastic. I do apologize. Like I said, things are going a little bit crazy at the moment. We're just trying to get everything set up. For primary color, there we go. Apply. Quantity 3. Why is this being like this? But how are you guys doing today? I hope everyone's doing great. Again, I don't know why this is going like this. It shouldn't be doing this, but it's doing it. There we go. That's the button we're looking for. That's the button. Black is that. Blue is that. Done. Apply. Publish changes. We have 3 and 3. Yes, publish changes. We are almost ready to go. So I'm doing. There we go. There we go. Have a little bit of music so that you guys can hear things a little bit. There we go. Here. This, like I said, real quick, today has been a bit chaotic because if you guys don't know, today was David's birthday. So we were out and about having a good time, having a grand old time. It was a great day today, a lot of fun. Yeah, so today was David's birthday. Yeah, he turned 6 today. Yes, he's 6. Okay. So, add variations. I don't think I'm going to be able to get everything up that I want to, because there's a whole bunch more that I want to get up. But hey, Charles, he's been a member for 36 months, 3 years already. 3 years already? Already that fast? Jeez. It feels much faster than that. Okay. I can eyeball it. Loving the screen. As am I. Thank you. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. I think we went with 6 inches and 4 inches, I think. It's in that ballpark. Is that one? devices and quantities vary. There we go. For the 4 inches, we have 2 of those. For the price, those are $15. These are $25. This is 2, and this is 1. Changes. And give me 1 second. I'm gonna add 1 listing, and then we're done. So the listing that I'm about to post, the reason why I'm adamant about getting it posted, wanted to quickly show you guys, is this. Yes, I have been prototyping this print, and somehow, shockingly, this print has been a pain in the butt to get done. This print has been a real pain in the derriere, but we got it done. We finally got the right prototype done without it failing, without it blowing up, and we finally got it ready. It's textured and everything, and yeah, it's gold with rose orangey gold and silk purple. So I have 4 of these. And I'm quickly listing that right now. Once I get these listed, then I'll be like, and allons-y. Okay. So yeah, that's why I was like, okay, I want to make sure that I get this one up, because this one is like, okay, because I have a few other things I want to get up as well, which I will probably get up tomorrow or maybe just after the stream. Oh, no, not that much. Ooh, that was a lot. There we go. Sorry, so when you do a new listing, it takes a while. But we will be ready in but a moment. Hang on. There we go. Go. Okay. Play. Profile. Apply. Almost done. Just gotta do the weight and the length, and we can get started. Did I assign your Spire? I think I did, Carter. I hope I did. I think I did. I think you did. I'm pretty sure I did. Okay. There we go. That should be good. And publish. And we should be good to go. Okay. So, there we go. All right. So, for now, that is it. So, my store should be all updated and ready to go for everyone to go and jump to. So for those who are wondering what it is that is in the store at the moment, which, as you can see, I have started Sly Cooper, kind of, sort of. Thank you, Elena, for the first donation through Super Chat. Thank you so much. Delivery package was attempted yesterday. You should be pleasantly surprised when you see what it is. Thank you so much, Elena. I appreciate that. We'll try to figure that out. Nick Joseph sent $1. Why did I not hear that? Did I not hear that? Oh my gosh. There's a whole bunch of stuff. So okay, if you want to take a, I gotta get this out now so that my brain can. I'm gonna read the donation from Nick. I gotta read the donation from Elena, and then we'll get started in the game. But I'm gonna say my spiel right now. The Etsy store is reopened with new stock. We have some new items and some reoccurring items with some variations. So as you already saw, we have the Spyro S wall decor. That's what I'm calling it for now. Made of PLA, very nice. We have 4 of them. It is for sale now. Again, there's a link in the description below, or if one of the moderators could throw a link into the chat so people can go check it out. But to give you an idea of we have the Spyro S's. We have, and I thought that if you guys would like, we got Precursor Orbs back with a good color. We got a copper Precursor Orb. We have, comes in 2 sizes. Comes in 2 sizes, a little bit smaller, a little bit bigger, but we got Precursor Orbs done in the silk nice style. We have a restock on some Crystal Dragons. Those Crystal Dragons, we actually had to retire one of the sizes. We had to retire the 4 inches because we had too many accidents with them. There were a lot of wings breaking, spikes dropping off, things snapping and breaking. So we had to retire one of those sizes, and we've upgraded it from 4 inches to 5 inches. But of course, that costs a little bit more time and material. So now we've increased the cost by a little bit. But here are the new size. These are the new 5-inch dragons. They also have a thicker base as well. It just makes it a lot easier so that nothing breaks. But it's not that much expensive in Canadian. These are $5 more. But we are retiring the 4 inches, 4.5 inches. But one of the variations that we made that is for sale right now is right here. Whenever you get a life in Spyro, of course, you get a silver dragon. So I figured, why not we go with a nice silver crystal dragon? That is in the shop right now. That is in the store right now. Precursor Orbs are for sale. That's for sale. Sly Masks. Sly Masks. So, as you remember, these masks always sell quick and fast. We are restocked. We have the original blue mask, which is for sale right now. However, we have a new variation for sale right now, and that is the black mask. So this is a brand new. You don't see the Spyro S thing in the store? You don't? Why not? Should be there. It says it's there for me. It might take a few minutes. But we have the black mask now. So we have the black mask and the blue mask. Both of these are listed. Both of these are for sale. If anyone wants them, here they are. We got those up. And of course, we have. Of course, we also have. We have a restock on our classic purple Spyros. These things have always been selling very well, still the same price. And we have 2 variations printing right now. I don't have photos up, but I have 2 silver versions of these. They're printing right now. They're going to be done very soon. But we have 5 of these and 2 silvers coming up. And yeah, we still have Jiggies from Banjo-Kazooie. We still got Jiggies. Jiggies are still for sale. Kapunawa and Ika Ika still for sale, still with a price reduction. Anything else? Oh, this is not for sale yet, but as soon as I can, I'm going to be posting this. Yep, we got a CTR. I modeled this myself with a, this is from, except for the cart, I was able to get the cart from somebody that had it set up for royalty free with credit. So thank you to the artist, which their name will be listed in the ad when this goes live. But we do have but I modeled the rest of this in Fusion 360. So this is, comes in two sizes, a bit of a smaller one and then a bigger one. Those are going to be going for sale relatively soon. Clue bottles are not for sale right now. Those will return for sale soon, hopefully. And that is my spiel. That's about my spiel. Yeah, that is my spiel. Is I did not get the trophies up, but we got the masks up and everything else. So, again, if anybody wants to see any product, if you're interested at all, you're like, hey, I want to see what the Crystal Dragons look like, or I want to see what this looks like, I want to see what that looks like, don't hesitate. Ask me, and I will try to, and I will show it to you guys. So, all right, let me get into here. And we already made a sale. We already made a sale. We sold a precursor orb. Eyo! Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you kindly. So, what I'm about to play is not emulation. Well, kind of not emulation. What we're playing is running natively on PlayStation. Pause that. I think I gotta fix my alerts. My alerts are not going off, so I think I forgot yet another thing. So, okay. We also had a donation from Nick Joseph. Hey, CJ, I don't know if you saw my DM over on Twitter, but I was saying congrats on your predictions on Sly 1 being available to purchase on PSN. I can't wait to see how it plays and hope your son David had a great birthday today and he's getting so big. My gosh. Yes. Yes, he is. Hold on, there's a whole bunch of things coming in. $5 from Elena from Grandma. Thank you so much, Elena. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dr. Rank donated $5 to Super Chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Fun fact, the PAL version, which is available in the options, is called Sly Raccoon. He's still called Cooper in game though. That's interesting. That's interesting. Now, I want to make note of something. So everyone is, you know, jumping up in jubilee and in hype about the fact that this game is back, and I am happy that this game is back as well. But there's something that is bothering me. There is something that's bothering me about this game. I don't know why. Something is... How old is he now? He is 6. He is 6. Oh my gosh! Huh, okay. Obsolete Mule just donated $40 through Streamlabs. Obsolete Mule, you mad lad. Give me a few minutes here, Carter, because we got a whole bunch of people wanting to watch the game, and I will try to show the picture when I can, when I got a second here, Carter. But I appreciate the picture. I did respond to it. Thank you so much. There's a lot of things going on. I will read your $40 donation in 1 second. I just realized that the alerts are not working, and I need to get them back to working. If you know what I mean. Go with that. That one? Yeah, that's that. Yeah, we'll go with that. Members. Crank that up. Save that. Super chats. We have the super chat alert. There we go. Tips. We have the alert set there. Okay. So hopefully that fixes it. Okay. Hopefully that fixes everything. Hopefully the alerts are going to work now. Okay. Upsleep Mule donated $40 to Streamlabs. Back now, man, Friday weather was interesting. Severe thunderstorm hit the circuit Gilles Venevive. Montreal police erroneously told fans at the track to go back to their hotels as the storm made them think that all the action on track was canned, but wasn't. Oof! Oof!
Sly! Come in!
Sly!
Do you read me?
Yeah, I read you. Loud and very loud.
Sorry, I'm a little nervous. Trying to break into police headquarters.
Hey, Kid Ryan's become a member.
Safe in the van.
Thank you so much,
I'm the
Kid
thief
Ryan.
here. I've got to steal that file from Inspector Carmelita Fox.
Well, count on me to be your eyes and ears, buddy. Got their security system totally scoped. To get inside, you're gonna have to go through that air vent.
All right, I'm going in.
Going in.
Don't forget you got me at the wheel, Sly. All you gotta do is grab the file and get back to the van. We'll do the rest.
Just keep that engine running, Murray.
Go explore for a second. So, I got a question. And I am very happy to be able to play Sly Cooper again. Especially on... especially just, you know, in general, like Thievius, Raccoonus, without having being streamed. But is it just me, or does the... Will there be restocks to the variant colors, for example, the Silver Crystal Dragon, if it sells out? Milk Dud, there will be restocks eventually, but not right away. But Milk Dud, for you, if you wanted, because you've been amazing, you've literally, like, I think almost every restock you've bought some stuff, and of course from all your previous support, if there was a specific color, I would do a special order for you, and you would just have to reach out to me and I would set it up for you. So, but as I was saying, is it just me?
Hey, Bentley, I think I'm seeing things. Must be vertigo or something. Can you see those crazy blue lights?
Really? I've read about them.
Or
Master Raccoon thieves are able to sense thieving opportunities, which manifest themselves as unexplainable blue auras. According to my research, all you have to do is get near them and hold down the circle button, and you should perform a super sneaky Master Thief move.
Hold down the circle button near blue auras. I'm on it.
the PS5 version has full button mapping via options button. I recommend swapping the right stick, left stick with right stick, right. Oh, is that because of the camera? Is that why? But I do genuinely got a question for people. Is it just me, or why does this not seem like it's 1080p? Like, why does this not seem like it's 1080p?
Be extra careful here, Sly. Break one of those laser beams and you'll set off the alarms. Not to mention, you'll be fried to a crisp.
I think it's 480p. Oh. Why? Why?
Nice job, you're in.
Why are we having 480p? Why are we dealing with 480p in 2024?
That door must be super reinforced, Sly. Maybe there's a way to get around it.
But could they not just have, because you know your regular emulator can. Yeah, I did hear that too, Upsleep Mule, that the PS4 is running like 10% like faster.
Way to go, Sly. This is where Inspector Carmelita Fox stashes all her important files. I hacked into the police security mainframe and discovered this false combo.
Hi.
Try dialing in 937.
Oh, I almost got it. I got 973. It's going. We're playing some Sly Cooper, and we made our first sale. Someone bought a precursor orb. There we go. Yeah.
Nice job! You got it! If you come down through the fire escape and head through the
What kind of food?
Waiting in the getaway van.
Quesadillas.
I think I'm okay for now.
Okay, do you want to eat some leftovers later?
Yeah, I'll probably just have. Yeah, I'll probably have some pancakes later for leftovers. That's that. That was me. That was Florina. Florina bought it.
Woohoo! Thank you.
Thank you for the support.
I will be packaging things up either tonight or tomorrow.
Yes.
Carmelita.
Carmelita.
I haven't seen you since I gave you the slip in Bombay.
Which reminds me, you need to return the Firestone of India to its rightful
Thank you. I
owner.
am. Just
And I was gonna give it to you as a little token of my. Hey, you know,
And you are
the
just a
bazooka
kid.
really brings.
Oh, well, thank you. Oh, I thought you were
Oh,
gonna
I mean,
You think
you're the hands.
this pistol packs a
I'll take it.
paralyzing punch? You
I'm
ought to
sorry,
try
but
it.
listen,
Might
that face.
snap you out of your crime spree.
That face is
And
just...
give up our little rendezvous.
Plenty of time for that once you're safely behind bars.
We'll have to stick around and chat.
Bye.
Just drop by
I
to
just wanna
pick up
make
this
sure you
case
go to
file.
dinner or
I
not.
think you've had it long enough.
Yep.
Sorry, bye.
I appreciate that LGVZ. That Astrobot video. Hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate that too, Thomas. That Astrobot video was. I was nervous about that video. It was because, as you guys know, I have strewn out, kind of, gone off the path from what I typically been doing the past 5 years. So
Once again, my gang and I had given Inspector Carmelita Fox the slip. I was surprised to see how well she took it. Finally, the secret police file I'd been searching for all these years. With this, I could avenge my family and regain possession of our most valued treasure. It all began when I was just a kid, bouncing on my father's knee. You see, I come from a long line of master thieves who kept all their secrets of sneaking and stealing in an ancient book. The Thievius Raccoonus.
the Thievius.
Anyone who read it learned to be especially sneaky, which is why we specialize in stealing from criminals. After all, there's no honor, no challenge, no fun stealing from ordinary people. You rip off a master criminal, and you know you're a master thief. Well, on the night I was supposed to inherit the book, 5 visitors came unannounced to our door.
Ruh-roh.
My father fought to protect us, but the gang of villains known as the Fiendish Five overpowered him and ransacked our house until they found the Thievius Raccoonus. Our family's manual of thieving greatness fell into their filthy hands. They tore the book into 5 pieces and split it up, each villain disappearing to the farthest corners of the world to commit dastardly crimes. Broken alone, I was dumped at the town orphanage. There I met 2 guys who became my lifelong buddies and trusted crew. Bentley, techno genius and strategist supreme, and Murray, part-time driver and full-time burden.
No
Together we pledged to
burden.
track down the Fiendish Five, avenge my father, and steal back the Thievius Raccoonus. I knew I was about
Take
to face
that
the
back.
toughest test of my life. On this mission, I would either become a master thief like my ancestors before me, or fail and allow my family name to bite the dust.
But I appreciate all the support that everyone's had about everything. I really appreciate it. So thank you.
I've got them all here on my computer. Use the left analog stick to move around the hideout and the X button to select things. I've already plotted a route to our first target.
Oh, you want one?
You want one? Okay, Murray. By the by, how's the audio?
The road trip gave me the time I needed to study up on Sir Raleigh the Frog. As a young man, this hot-tempered frog grew bored of his life of luxury and privilege.
I love they use the same sound
On a
effect
whim,
as Sparks.
He tried his hand at a bit of piracy and found it to his liking. Raleigh, who quickly became addicted to crime, was brought into the Fiendish Five as chief machinist, where his evil tinkering genius rose to new heights. The last reported sighting of this mad machinist was off the soggy coast of the Isle o' Rath, a small island uncomfortably situated in the middle of the perilous Welsh Triangle.
I highly suggest Astro's Playroom. Like, if you get a PS5, you get the game for free. It's a fantastic game. It's great. Like, it's not like a 10 out of 10, no, but it's a free game and it's fun, so. All right, so. You see, I don't want to be nitpicky either, but does it look like there's like, almost like, is it just the resolution or does it look like there's like ghosting? Or is that just me?
Sly, I just spotted something that's going to complicate the mission. See that nasty-looking gate? It blocks the only road leading into Raleigh's hideout.
No problem. I'll just use my climb move.
Okay, but remember, you can only climb on certain objects, like pipes and ropes.
Yeah, sure. And like that ladder there?
That is correct. But do not forget, Sly. You have to get close.
Hey!
Time to grab it. Yeah. Relax, Bentley. I live for this stuff.
Yeah, and that's what worries me.
That is incredibly kind of you, Kid Ryan. Thank you. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Radioactive Stew, Jess, Zenlore, Direct Greyhound, Thomas, Gentlecore, and Shadow Tree has been gifted a membership. So we appreciate that, Kid Ryan. Thank you so much for your kindness and generosity. That is amazing of you and amazingly kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, but is it just me, or does it look like there's like
Very interesting.
ghosting almost?
Appears to be some sort of clue. I'll decipher it here in the van. In the meantime, see if you can find any more clues.
I can't quite tell. Hey, Gleason Galaxy. By the way, Gleason Galaxy, thank you so much for the recommendation. So I did get your message. Thank you so much for your recommendation. I am in the process of covering and talking about Glide. So there are a number of videos that I have in the pipeline right now. And there are some Crash and Spyro stuff in there, but there's a lot more of other stuff, and Glide is one of them. Glide is a game that if you were a fan of Spyro, even more specifically a fan of The Legend of Spyro, there's a new game that is currently in Kickstarter and a free demo over on Steam right now called Glide. G-L-Y-D-E. Glide. Glide was made by Valifor, whom I've been an acquaintance with over the past couple of years.
Sly, see those searchlights? One careless step
And
subjected to a
it
huge
very
bus.
much
Done whining.
is a big, deep inspiration to
Fortunately
Legend of
for you,
Spyro. If
my
you're a big
launch
Legend of
signal
Spyro
works
fan,
throughout Raleigh's fortress.
yep.
Get close to one, and I can check for your
Ooh,
progress.
Nice.
our first Spyro S was sold, ladies and gents. The first Spyro S was sold. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Always appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we now have 3 Spyro S's left. Technically, I only have 3 on hand right now. However, I have 1 cooking right now. So those are printing, and then right when the silver low poly Spyros show up, I will actually show them on stream so that everybody can see them, because I don't have images for them. They're currently cooking. They're currently cooking. And there may be some restock for tomorrow's stream as well. I am playing Glide. I have been playing Glide. I've been wanting to make a video about it for next
According
week.
to my amphibio positioning system, that big blimp is where Raleigh
Hey!
That blimp looks more like a machine than a high.
Trev donated $50! Oh my goodness!
It's the reason why it never stops raining around here.
But explains all the wrecked ships.
But why would Raleigh want bad weather at his own height?
Trev!
24/7?
Trev!
Shine. I'm gonna steal my
That is amazing. Thank you.
It's on.
I want that Jiggy. Well, go get the Jiggy. Thank you so much, Trev. By the way, Trev, I just wanted to make sure your keychain came in A-OK. Everything came in fine. I believe I saw on Twitter that everything was good. Oops. I believe I saw on Twitter that it came in good and fine. And as long as everything's okay, I'm happy to hear that. Let me know. When will the Rumble logo go for sale? So tentatively, we might be doing our 12-hour Crash Bandicoot stream next week, which is going to be 6 hours of CTR, or 12 hours of CTRs, 6 hours of Rumble, 6 hours of racing, or we might go 8 hours, because it might not be enough. We might just go 4 and 4. We might go 4 and 4. But and I still gotta talk to the moderators about it too, because they're not. This is the first that they're hearing of it, so we gotta double check to figure all that out.
To get over the next gate, you'll need to grab onto this hook using your cane. Just jump and hit.
There is a camera lock for combat
Jump and hit the circle button.
for glide, but I wanted to get a bunch of trophies and a bunch of Rumble logos ready for sale for when we do the 8-hour stream, to kind of like celebrate it, right? But let's see here, over here. Camera lock locks the enemies, not locks forwards is what I meant. Gotcha. Okay. Well, here's the really cool part, is that there may or may not be an upcoming patch that you guys might find that I think you guys might be interested in for Glide. But I can speak with Valifor, so what I could do is for Valifor and on behalf of us, we might be able to put together a bit of a I don't want to say a critique list, but like, hey, if there's something that you guys want to see changed in the game or whatnot, if there's a whole bunch of people trying it, we can kind of put it together and get it over to Valifor. But not just that, though. You guys also have to realize that this is a demo for a Kickstarter, right? So this not even close to the final, game yet, right? I mean, just basing off of what the Kickstarter says, it looks like its targeted release is going to be in and around like 2028. So it's going to be a bit. It's going to be a bit before the full game comes out. But they are over 50% funded over on Kickstarter. So yeah, the keychain came in great, perfect. What day will that stream be on? It would probably be on Friday. 63%. Is that 63%? Okay. Well, that's doing well so far. That's doing pretty good. Happy to hear that's at 63%. Last I saw it was 50, so seeing it's at 63, that's good. Let's go up here. And so that's the plan. Tomorrow's going to be interesting because I thought this was funny, was that I was asked by there's a field trip going tomorrow for the kids, and I was asked to volunteer to help the trip, so I won't be working tomorrow, but I will be streaming.
The clues have led me to believe that the code for this vault is 792.
792. Open says me.
Sly, you found a page from the Thievius Raccoonus. This page teaches old Drake Cooper's fast the triangle button to use it.
Cool. But I've missed your Rumble streams. I've missed them too. Genuinely, I've missed them too. But like I said, it's... And I might make a video talking about it too. Seeing Rumble hurts me. And I know that sounds weird or kind of funny, but it does. Seeing Rumble hurts me. And it's like I know there's a cutscene here, so give me a second. I'll explain after, like a little bit more in depth.
Secured location on this boat. If Raleigh's really as smart as his police files suggest, then that's where I'll find him.
Wonderful idea, but your plan is flawed.
Why?
Because it's impossible to get near him. To access Raleigh's blimp, you would have to sneak through that high voltage power tube. To do that without getting electrocuted, you need
Hey!
a power generator. And to do that, you need 2 more of Raleigh's treasure keys, which are heavily guarded.
Interesting. So when are you gonna get to the impossible part?
Fine, but I warned you. I've marked the areas you need to hit with holographic markers. Follow them to your objectives.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. It's your funeral.
Thank you, Braxton Richens, for the $1 Streamlabs donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I got Sly for PS5. It's my first time playing a Sly game. It's pretty fun, but I do use the rewind function a lot. It's technically cheating, but it's the way I like playing. So, I like Thievius Raccoonus. I think Sly Cooper 2 is the best game, though. So, I hope that we'll get eventually a Sly Cooper 2 version of this, eventually. You've got Jiggies, you've got Precursor Orbs and Clue Bottles. You're missing Wumpa Fruits and Gold Bolts, but you could still say your shop's a collectible. Yes, Wumpa Fruit and Gems. That's another thing that I'm going to be doing.
Lucky charm. That'll protect you when you take any damage.
Kid Ryan, I would, yes, I do. I didn't even know that was something that, you know, someone had to ask permission for. I appreciate that a lot. I appreciate that a lot, Kid Ryan. Oof. Splendidly. So, how many games you got, Carter? So, to kind of explain a bit more about Rumble. Rumble makes me feel very sad
Close those furnace doors.
because
Jump and press the square button. That'll slam them shut.
there was somebody that made a comment on what's it called, on a YouTube video, and I can't tell the tone if it was trying to troll me and or make fun of me, or if it was or if it was a genuine, like, gosh, that does suck. So I can't tell the tone of the person. But that's a lot of games, Carter. But somebody said, imagine talking about a game for 2 years and it dies 9 months after it releases. That's what somebody said. And while, yeah, that can most definitely be taken as, like, very rude and very not nice. It's also the truth. Like, that is the truth. And yeah, it kind of does sound mean-spirited, but it's also true. I talked about a game for, you know, 2 years, and it died 9 months after it released. That feeling sucks. Like, that feeling sucks a lot. That does not feel good. So, yeah. The weekly tradition of Etsy purchases. Oh, did you make another purchase? Let's see. Oh my goodness, did you ever? Can I sign them for you? Absolutely I can. We sold a Spyro S. We sold the big precursor orb, and we sold a two-toned black mask. Yep. Yep, we just sold this. By the way, Milk Dud, did you get the iridescent dragon in yet? All the orders? Yeah, sure, I can do that. We'll throw. What's that? Black goes in here. That goes in the box of. We're gonna throw that in there. Then we're gonna.
I'm the distributor. I'm trying to organize.
Yeah, she's helping me out. 2 S's. Yeah, 2 S's. Yeah, okay, so we got 2 S's. And then we need the big precursor orb. Where did the big precursor orb go? Where did you go? There you are. Awesome! So far on the stream, we've sold 2 precursor orbs, 2 Spyro S's, and a Sly Cooper face mask. That is awesome, and I appreciate that, everybody. Thank you so much. Hey, Drumsaurus, how's it going? And, you know, that's the thing, is that Rumble is a game that is always going to be in my heart forever. I will always want to remember Rumble. I always want to keep Rumble in memory. So much so that I'm trying to work... I'm trying to work something out. I'm trying to work something out to where there is a way for Crash Team Rumble to live on in some small way. I'm not going to go into details as to what that is right now, because it may not work. It may never work, but just know that behind the scenes, I am working every day on many projects, trying to figure things out, trying to continue. Oof, good thing I got the horseshoe. Trying to continue different things. So, and again, Milk, that I appreciate that. And yes, by the way, if anybody wants their stuff signed, oh, oof. I was reading chat for a second. If anybody wants to get their stuff signed, let me know and I will sign it. What I really got out of it was getting some good real life friends out of it. Absolutely. No, I agree with you. Absolutely. I 100% agree with you too. So, for me, I want to get back to Rumble in some small way. And I do want to stream it. I do want to have a conversation to see if I can work it out so that when we do play Rumble, we can play in lobbies. Is CG making a Rumble-inspired game? Oh, no! I need to get back up there! No! Is there a way to get back up there? I know. There's a way. Smash me in the face, buddy! There we go. I did see that Daxter is coming. And I'm excited about it because I never got to play Daxter. Alright, we gotta avoid the death things here. Grab the coins. Keep crossing here. Don't die. Why did I jump? Don't jump. We don't need to jump. We can do this. Go over here. Hook onto here. Swing, swing, swing. I was just, you know, for me, it was just, I was so emotionally crushed by what happened with Rumble. I was so just emotionally crushed about it. And it's... Oof. Are you serious? I died again. Shoot. Back up. There's a way back up. Hey, you smacked me in the face. Well, listen. I could get back up through a complicated means, or I could tell the guy to smack me in the face. You know? There are creative ways to do it. And... I messed up again. I'm almost out of lives, too. Jeez. Brains in another place sometimes. Kentucky Fried Raccoon. Yeah, that's the way to put it. There we go. Okay, we can do this. We got this. Yes, this is the first Sly Cooper game. I think I can just drop down now. Damn good. There we go. Yeah, Rumble was... Seeing Rumble go that way was... You see, I think I would have been able to accept it if they turned around and said, hey, listen, we're going to make the game free to play. We'll make the game free to play and try to put a store. Give it kind of like a last-ditch effort. Like, hey, let's do a Hail Mary throw and see what happens. Because there's no way that people are still going to be buying Crash Team Rumble now. You know what I mean? Hey, Jesse, you got yourself some awesome member exclusive emojis there. It was gifted to you by... Sorry, what was... hold on. Why is that coming up again? It was... Why does that not hold a record of the... Because there's so many names flying past me. I just want to make sure I got it right. Kid Ryan. Yeah, here we go. Kid Ryan. Yes, Kid Ryan. You were gifted some stuff from Kid Ryan. I'm going to go back to over ear. There we go. Yes, to get those emojis, you got to be a member. You see, and that's what I would have thought too, Lonnie's Oasis. That's what I would have thought too. So that's why I was... I guess part of the reason why I'm mad is that there's a part of me that feels like the game was never given a fair chance to begin with. And to me, that's not fair. That makes me upset because it felt like it never got a good, like, crack at it. It never did. It got a, all right, well, here's an attempt. All right, cool. And... You tried. It didn't make a bajillion dollars in 4 seconds. So, Avita's A. And it's like, what? Like, what are you talking about? Oh. Jeez. Oh, okay, yeah, just launch me. There we go. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Blue Knight. Thank you. Today's video was a video that again, and to kind of expand on it a little bit, it really was the difference between Concord and Astrobot is literally like a microcosm of what the gaming industry is like right now. There we go. Suji, if you could be one character from the Sly Cooper series, who would you want to be and why? I mean, I think Sly Cooper. Like, who wouldn't want to be Sly Cooper in a way? I mean, suave, you know, being able to have the legend of all the stuff that he has around him, the Thievius Raccoonus. I mean, geez. And here's the thing, too. I didn't want to turn around and say Concord's trash and all that stuff because, you know, there's also developers here, too, that are trying to make a good game. So I didn't want to be like, you know, oh, Concord is, you know, the worst game ever. Or Concord sucks. It's all terrible. Because nobody's trying to make a bad game, right? But to say that Concord is a 100% original game and not something that we have literally gotten repeatedly over and over and over and over again, it pretty much drives me nuts, right? Right, like it drives me nuts, and it drives a lot of other people nuts too. That, you know, like why? Like, why are we making games for without thought behind it? And more importantly, why isn't PlayStation pushing and promoting more games like Astrobot? However, oh, I really appreciate that, Milk Dud. And I'll say this too. I was talking to some people that went to Summer Game Fest, like the game thing where you went there to. Oh, come on! Hey, oi, there we go. Where basically it was like, oh, but oh, there is a horseshoe over there. Where they got to go and try some games and stuff, and apparently, like, the booth for Astrobot was massive. So that's pretty. So, and my buddy's words was like, it felt like PlayStation was really like pushing Astrobot. So I'm very happy to hear that. I'm really happy to hear that. I hope that they put a lot of value behind Astrobot, because I do think that if they do it right, Astrobot could be huge. I'm hoping that the new Astrobot is massive, and the reason why that...
Look at all this stuff. Must be worth millions. And you know what that means? Tighter security. You're gonna have to be extra sneaky to get the treasure key here.
The other thing that, you know, about that that's really interesting is that maybe, just maybe, Astrobot has a chance of really cracking it out of the park in terms of sales, right? And here's why. Astro's Playroom was a legitimately a good game, and it is a legitimately a good game, and it's adorable, and it's got heart, and it's always referencing the PlayStation universe, etc., etc. It's got all the makings to be a really good game. What's possible, and it is going to be a sense of, are people going to be willing to spend full price on this game? Because every other Astrobot game that's ever come out has either been discounted or free. So, for example, Astrobot Rescue Mission was like $29 or whatever. It was a VR game. Then this Astrobot was free to play as long as you had a PS5. And now we're going to be getting a full-priced Astrobot. So the question is going to be, is that are people willing to buy a full-price premium Astrobot? If the answer is yes, PlayStation is about to make out like bandits. And I do truly mean like bandits, funny enough, like Sly Cooper. And the reason why I say that is because nearly every PlayStation 5 user has at least opened to play Astrobot. The amount of downloads for Astrobot is the equivalent to how many consoles were sold. Hey, 1H has been a member for 66 months. 1H has always been an amazing supporter of the channel. Always, always, always. Love always having his support. Thank you so much. As someone ever played Sly 1 and 2, I should grab them sometime and play through the whole trilogy. Hope you all are doing good. We are doing great. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, 1H. You are always welcome here. Thank you, thank you. So, now here's the thing, is that because now everybody who has a PS5 has at least tried, or at least has had Astrobot downloaded on their console, right? Then that makes me wonder, okay, if it's good enough for people to be like, hey, you know what? That Astrobot was really good. That Playroom game was really good. I want to see what the new full-fledged Astrobot looks like. Then guess what? Boom! Big money. And I do mean big money, like bandits. Treasure trove of money. And I think that that is really genuinely a possibility. If they can sell it to people that, hey, the first game was a discount, the second game is free, now this game's full price. And if people are willing to pay for that, if people are willing to go through with that, then it is very possible that Astrobot has the potential to become PlayStation's biggest first-party title. I'm not going to say, their biggest title because, third parties still have that reign when it comes to like Call of Duty, GTA, etc., etc. But if they can, and if they can get it right, Astrobot. But here's the thing too, is that Astrobot can be the gateway to other platformers as well. Because if Astrobot does very well, if Astrobot takes off and introduces people to the world of platforming again, the world of mascots, the world of all of that stuff, if Astrobot can do that and pull off enough people to come and check it out, then it is very possible that right now they could be sitting on a treasure trove of other IP like Sly Cooper, Jack and Daxter, and all of these other mascot-like platformers that people want to see come back. Right? So we have to see. My question is, why did they put all the older mascots in Astrobot? That means they haven't forgotten about the older IPs like Ape Escape, right? They had Jack, Ratchet, Ape Escape. Yeah. Also, if you look, there's a promotional image floating around somewhere of Sly Cooper being one of the bots that you can save. And I just think that that's, like, you know, just awesome, in my opinion. I think that that's just, that to me is just really cool. And I'm really happy to see that. If and this is why I do want to kind of talk more about Astrobot a bit, because in my opinion, Astrobot might be, I want to say, like, the savior of platformers, but something that everyone's looking for.
Dial in 436.
4, 3. Because at the end of the day, markets follow trends. Right?
These are the blueprints of Raleigh's entire operation. I wonder... Yes, I can wire this info directly into your binocucom. It'll show you the position of nearby clues and breakable objects.
Yay. That means that they'll have those older IPs in mind, that maybe they are going to release them or remaster them something, or is that me dreaming? So I think that I do think that there are some games that are not going to come back because of Astrobot, and that just because they are in the Astrobot game, it doesn't mean that they're going to come back. However, what it does mean, because the way that Astrobot is kind of being, it's kind of like the meta version of PlayStation's mascot. It looks at all the franchises as they are, as games. So it's, Astrobot breaks the fourth wall when it comes to that. So when you have all these different characters, yes, it doesn't mean that, they have forgotten about those characters. But you also have to think, too, that artists are behind a lot of this. So artists will sit down and be like, hey, we have this idea. And it's not up to Sony, and Sony doesn't necessarily approve of it. It just, they're like, yeah, we came up with this idea. And Sony's like, okay, cool. And they sign off on it, right? Is more of a celebration of PlayStation's legacy. Thank you, Caroline, that you eloquently put it just fine. That's a good way of putting it, is that Astrobot is more of a celebration of PlayStation's legacy. But I do also think that if Astrobot does well, because markets follow trends, they do. When one type of game does really well, guess what comes out afterwards? A whole bunch of lookalikes, or a whole bunch of, like, hey, we have our version of this. So, if Astrobot does great, then everybody with mascot platformers are going to try to push for even more stuff. Crash Insane, listen.
Isn't that what I just said?
Crash Insane came out, right? Crash Insane came out, and how many remakes and remasters followed when Crash Insane came out that were done in the style of like the Insane trilogy? I can tell you there were so many. Spyro, SpongeBob, Medieval, Klonoa. That's another one. Pac-Man World. You're right. There were all of these remakes, remasters, up-reses, all of these things that came out. So trends. They follow trends. So Astrobot does well, but even Pokemon, Nintendo. How many? We're still getting those games. 1,000 Year Door. How many of these types of remasters? KO, Ukulele. Right? They're still doing these remakes or remake lights or whatever you want to call them today. because of this trend that started. And here's the funny thing, and this is what I find funny. Crash Bandicoot wasn't even the one. Crash Bandicoot wasn't even the first one to do that. The one that I know of that did it first like that was the Master Chief Collection. The Halo Master Chief Combat Evolved. That remaster. Okay, hold on. And then those remakes and remasters led to new games like Crash Bandicoot 4, right? And now Spyro 4, which heard more news through the grapevine again. And I'm like, yeah. More people coming to me saying they heard this, that, and the other, that it's in development. I'm like, yeah, I know. That's it. There's more people be like, oh, you know, I was talking to so-and-so and, you know, of this company and that company, and I was talking from different people saying, oh, yeah, and we asked them about this, and they heard that they got some stuff in for, or like got some stuff, not got some stuff in, but like got questions about it, and there's, you know, people are saying in the industry that, oh, it's probably real. And I'm like, literally been like, yeah, I know. With all due respect, CG, I'll believe Spyro 4 when I see it with my own eyes. Okay, sure. But let me ask you something. Have I ever tried to steer anybody wrong? Genuinely. I know you've commented on a lot of my videos, Bandicoot Sauce, and trust me, I read the comments. So, and I know that you've watched a lot of my content, and you've left some spicy comments. You have left some spicy comments and some takes that were very, very spicy, especially the most recent Hi-Fi Rush video take that I read from you. That was certainly a take that that was a take that I very, very, very much wasn't a fan of, but I digress. I'm just very cynical about the future of Crash and Spyro. Well, then you should probably stop watching my content because I'm optimistic. I'm beyond optimistic. I'll be real with you. If you are going to be cynical, overly cynical, and pessimistic about Crash and Spyro, all it does is push it further away from you. That's all it does. That's all it does. All it does is it pushes the game further and further away. That's all it does. But likewise, every ounce of positivity pushes the game closer. Genuinely. And every ounce of positivity towards a game and optimism pushes the game closer, and every ounce of negativity and pessimism pushes it further away. Right? So sure, Jordan Howe, but we also came together and kept having hope. And the game came. Right? There's having a having a healthy amount of cynicism. But when it gets to the point where every single comment is cynicism and you're not looking at it positively, it will do nothing for you. It will do nothing for you. Being overly cynical will actually not help you at all. It won't. It might seem like it would. It's not, though. I would recommend that Bandicoot sauce because, no offense, that comment was very much uncalled for. And I was this close from banning you from my channel because of it. I was this close. I left it up, but I was this close because that comment was beyond uncalled for and ridiculous. So, hello.
I just wanted to say good night.
Okay, good night, buddy. Hi. Oh, you, what? 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 Hi. Hi.
He's
What?
talking to you.
Hi.
Alright, my darling. You okay?
Oh, jeez.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm probably gonna finish up this level, and I feel the need to go to the bathroom. The coffee's kicking in.
Oh my goodness, yeah, the late night coffee.
Late night coffee.
Good night, everybody. We're gonna go pass out.
All right.
Not, but, you know.
We'll try to.
I will try not to.
No, try to, get some
Try to,
sleep.
I don't know. Well, love you, darling.
All right, love you too. Yeah, Daddy to 4. Now, could there be something related to Sly Cooper? Here's the thing. In terms of Sly Cooper, I have no idea what's going on there. There is only one thought that I have when it comes to Sly Cooper. Oof. There's only one thought that I have when it comes to Sly. I am going to put a pin in this because I was discussing with somebody, so I'll say this. If there's a Sly Cooper project in development, okay, and it's going to be coming out relatively soon, we might hear of it at the showcase in September for 1, 2, is it 3 reasons? Might be 2 reasons. And I'm not going to make a video about this, so that's why I'm pausing this. I'm not going to make a video about this. I'm not, because I said that I wouldn't make another Sly Cooper's in development video unless I was shown behind. I told you guys last stream that if I made another video that says Sly Cooper 5 might be in development or some sort of speculation in that way, it's because I have been shown something behind the scenes that I can't tell you about, but I will say, hey, here's Sly Cooper. Here's why I think Sly Cooper 5 could still be in development, and I would make that video, and then, as I said in the last stream, then you guys would know, the people who are watching, all 107 people watching right now, then you guys would know that I was shown evidence and proof behind the scenes by either a leaker or official source or whatever that Sly Cooper 5 or new Sly Cooper, whatever, is unequivocally in development. Thank you for subscribing, Ian England. And that is that because Astrobot is coming out in September, okay, it's possible that the reason they didn't want to announce a new Sly Cooper game, if it's in development, is that if it was in development, that they didn't want to announce it because they didn't want it, Sly Cooper, to cannibalize the sales for Astrobot, because, or the hype, or the excitement, or the whatever. They want the spotlight to exclusively be on Astrobot, and then when Astrobot is out and Astrobot is released and people have bought their game, then they can announce, hey, here's a Sly Cooper, here's a new Sly Cooper game or whatever coming out in December or October or whatever. Astrobot comes out in September. Sly Cooper's anniversary is in September. A showcase has already been leaked to be in September. So, PlayStation Showcase in September. September is the anniversary of Sly Cooper. Astrobot releases, takes the heat off. Now, that's on the premise that there is a game in development. If it doesn't show up at the showcase, in September, which honestly isn't that big of a leak because I think PlayStation has a showcase every September. So, like, that's not much of a... No, it's not a leak, just that there was one in September. But I'll be honest with you, it's not a big secret that PlayStation hosts their showcase in September. I think they've done it the past 3 years running. So, you know, not much of a shocker, in my opinion. So, the source came from somebody who I believe was like really good for certain games. They've been, I think, known to be a Capcom leaker, like anything from Capcom. So they've been really good. Like, they've been like literally like sharp on the ball, perfectly nailing things, everything from Capcom. So, of course, if they're nailing things from Capcom, then the likelihood is that they have an inside on when, you know, inside line on when things are happening. Allegedly, there's going to be, and there probably will be. Special Nick might have also, like, and Grub may have also said it as well, but I wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, this is brand new breaking news. There's almost a showcase every September, so it's not, I wouldn't, like, you know, it's kind of like, okay, well, they're kind of confirming something that we already kind of know, so. So the question is, what's going to happen? I have no idea.
No code can stand before me. It's got to be 579.
Yeah, it is rumored. Yeah, I did hear that the PlayStation 5 Pro
Another page from the Thievius Raccoonus.
isn't like...
This one features Dev Cooperenda's slow motion jumps. He used this to get by all kinds of airborne threats.
Hypothetically, if it was in development, who would most likely be the studio behind it? My guess would be Bluepoint. Ooh, Bluepoint. That's a good That is a good, that's not a bad suggestion. I'll be honest with you. Blue Point is not a bad suggestion. But I think, now, correct, I might be wrong in this. Aren't they developing another game? A Star 15. But yeah, I thought I heard that they were working on something else already, though. Right. Okay, so I think we can just... Can't remember how I cheesed it. Maybe we won't cheese it this time. Yeah, I thought they were like... Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, yeah, that'd be a great studio, but I was like, but I think they're working on something. I think they're already working on something. So one is a new IP while the other, they're working on two while the other is a remake. Okay, interesting. We could get a third party, and that's not unheard of because what's it called? Sly Cooper 4 was done by a third party, and not just was Sly Cooper 4 done by a third party, but also Medieval, that remake was done by a third party as well. So there is precedent to say that yes, that is possible. I think Sumo is working on something. And I don't know what. I think Sumo is working on something. I don't know if they would be working on a new Sly Cooper, Banjo-Kazooie, or what I think, or Blue Point. I'm not familiar with the name Blue Point. What have they made, if anyone knows? So they did the Shadow of the Colossus remake. They did Blue Point do the Jak and Daxter remakes? Hold on. Blue Point has actually done a lot of good ports, like a lot of ports and a lot of remakes and stuff. So it's right up their alley. So that's definitely not a stretch. Blue Point game, sure, and then we'll have that get corrected. They did the Demon Souls remake. So real quick here. We'll go to their games. Okay. So, real quick. So, they did Demon Souls, Shadow of the Colossus, Uncharted the Nathan Drake Collection. They did Gravity Rush. I didn't know that. Flower, Titanfall. They worked on Titanfall? Jeez, I didn't know that. PlayStation All-Stars, Metal Gear Solid HD Collection. They did Ico and the Shadow of the Colossus HD Collection as well. God of War Collection, Blast Factor. Yeah, so they're very, very, very well versed in the PlayStation. I think PlayStation bought them out too. But before they were very well versed in the PlayStation economy, very well versed in, they did Demon Souls, they did Shadow of the Colossus. So they are very, in tune with, they are, so, it's possible. But I do think Sumo Digital is working on something. There was some kind of a, I vaguely remember, very vaguely, I remember, there was a report somewhere about Sumo, and I can't remember what it was, but there was a report about Sumo Digital and what they were working on. I can't remember. I'm going to be honest with you. Okay, I got to run to the bathroom real quick, but before I go, I'm going to quickly take something off the press. What's being done? Ah, yes, there it is. Oh, my back! That's what's done. Is my back. All right, hold on. Okay, there we go. So remember how I said that there was one Spyro S still cooking? Well, cooked. There we go. So that's our 4th Spyro S. We have 2 more Spyro S's for sale, if you guys want it. I do gotta run to the bathroom real quick, but again, whole bunch of stuff is for sale. Whole bunch of 3D printing stuff, Spyro S's, and more. Give me 1 second here. We got Sly Cooper signs as well. If you want to check that out, the Etsy store is in the description below as well as 1 second. Copy. 1 sec here. Okay. There we go. So, but, yeah. Give me a second here. There we go. That's off the build plate. And we might start a new print very soon. Oh. So, anyway, I'll be right back. I'll run to the bathroom. Silver Spyros are also almost done, and I'll show those off when I get the chance. These will be done in 26 minutes. So we got 2 Silver Spyros coming. And I will be right back. back. Ah. Woo. Okay, and hey, we made another sale. What did we sell? We sold another Spyro S. Okay, ladies and gents, that means we have one Spyro S left. One. That's it. This one. We have one Spyro S left, and then we are sold out. Get them while you can. I do try to restock every Thursday. I try. I try to... Hey! Hey! Okay, we just got 2 donations. Wham! Wham! Back to back. Ow! In a good way. Like, happy. Like, happy. Ow! Ow! Punch! Punch! Deck! Deck! Okay, we got a $10 donation. Jeez. The support. We had someone buy something, then we have some donations. Oh my goodness. Okay. Obsolete Mule donated $10 to Streamlabs. A guy was restoring my pen drive. He had been working on it to get my data off it. When I was doing my gaming course, he managed it. He's going to ship it back with 99% of it. So happy to have my old stuff and my late lecturer's lessons as a memoir. That is awesome. I remember you were telling me that your lecturer had passed away, and that was something that was really, really impactful for you. So I'm really happy to hear that you're able to recover a whole bunch of that stuff. Thank you so much for the $10. You are amazing. Thank you so much, and I hope that your trip in Quebec is going great. And then Elena donated $20. $20 through Super Chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Elena. Always an amazing supporter. Always great. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Just building hype for the one item we sent out ahead of the rest of CG's package. Hint, door. You didn't. I have an idea, but you didn't. Elena. That's really big. I'm back in the US. I'm back to the UK later Thursday morning. Okay. Well, I hope that the trip was great. I hope the trip was fantastic. And please tell me you tried poutine. I'm pressing triangle to do the jump. Why can't I do the dive? Oh, that's it. I think. Ooh, twice! And not just once, but twice. I forgot to mention it can also make you gassy. That's the part I left out. It can make you fart. So...
Those rats got pegged.
Raleigh appears to have booby-trapped this entire place.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Don't you get it, Sly? If you step on that rug, forget about becoming a master thief. You'll be a master dartboard.
Wait a second. What if I jumped into that barrel for protection?
I don't know. It looks pretty risky and very unsanitary.
Only one way to find out.
Are you sure this is sanitary? It seems questionable to me. Five points to anybody who can guess the movie where that's from. Are you sure this is sanitary? It seems questionable to me. Oh, Caroline. We just watched Tarzan again the other day. See, it's great. Yeah, Tarzan, yeah. But what about bacteria? Absolutely love Tantor, baby Tantor. Ow. Yeah, that line, my mom dies like whenever I'm hanging out with my mom, and there's something like gross or whatever that we see, like if someone's eating something from a distance that doesn't look great, I'll always do the, are you sure that's sanitary? And she just starts laughing. So how do I get my dive back? Because I don't want the slow motion. Okay, so then, why is it? Oh, I get it now. Okay, that's why. I'm like, why am I not diving? Ronald donated $5 for Super Chat. Thank you so much. Yay, Sly's back in PS4 and 5. Yeah! With trophy support, but also I'm still questioning, why is it 480p? Because, like, could they not have made it, like, 4x3 1080p? Can't regular emulators do that, though? Like, that's my only concern, because, like, if I were to compare a screenshot of Sly Cooper in an emulator, I can understand why it's 4x3. I can understand. I understand why it's 4x3, because 4x3 was the original way it was created. So I can understand that. I can get that. What I'm not getting is like the 480p part. That's where I'm like, why? Why is it 480p? Hey, Enderboss, how's it going? Like, let me ask y'all a question. Oh, shoot. Does the poorer resolution give a more classic look to the game? And do you prefer 480p stretched out onto a 1080p screen versus a 1080p image? Personally, for me, I'm not a fan of it. Personally, I am not overly thrilled about that. But that's me. It's meh. So yeah, again, when you see the lower resolution, and when you know that you can play the game in a higher resolution, right? Doesn't that... Poor Resolution definitely gives it older feel. Doesn't bother me since this seems more of a port, but it was marketed as a remaster. Then no, okay. You see, and here's the thing. So let me repose this question: how would you feel if there was a way? I think it would be awesome because there is rendering options. Wouldn't it be good to be able to choose between having the game look like its original 480p and then you have the choice to up-res it to 1080p? Because you could do that in regular emulators. Like, I was doing like, and I'm thinking about doing a comparison video between this, because you have to sit and realize for a second, there is 4-ish versions of Thievius Raccoonus. There's 4. Think about it for a second, and this is kind of hysterical. There are 4-ish, some would argue 5, but we'll go with 4, okay? We'll say 4 in a little bit versions of Thievius Raccoonus. You have the PS2 version, then you have the PS3 remaster, then you have the... Did I miscount that? It might have been 4. It might have just been 4. Hold on a second. PS2, PS3, okay, so there's 4-ish. PlayStation Now PS3, and now PlayStation 5, right? Am I missing any other major versions? Okay, because you got the PS2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 3 Now and streamed, and now the PlayStation 4. Oh, sorry, that's it. Then you got and then you have emulation, like literally just emulation on your computer. So there would be 5 versions that we could compare it to. Technically, there was 3 official versions, and then you have the emulated version. So you have 4 playable versions, but 3 officially released. There was a Vita port. I forgot about the Vita port. I totally blew past that and didn't even think about that. There was a Vita port for Thievius Raccoonus? I didn't even know that. Yeah, I did not know that Thievius Raccoonus had a version on Vita. That was news for me. The Gaming Pass donated $5 through Streamlabs. Thank you so much. Modern gaming is making me so depressed I'm taking a break and going on a retro binge for a month or two. Been playing the OG Crash, Spyro, and CTR on PS1 and having the most fun I've had in a long time. Looking forward to playing a bunch of PS1-2. Thank you so much for the Gaming Pass. And I also saw your comment on my most recent video, and I do appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much for the $5. Thank you so much for all your stuff. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, you have to. For me, I never played the Vita, so well, not that I never played. I've touched the Vita, but like I never really played it. So, take care, Milk Dud, and thank you, of course, for everything. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. You are awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are awesome. I did not have a PSP. I didn't. PSPs were really expensive, if my memory serves correct. Back when I was a kid, my parents didn't get me a PSP. I was also always told that the PSP wasn't that great. I was this close to buying a Vita. I was this close. I was this close to buying a Vita at one point, but I didn't. However, I have heard that a lot of people have been like hacking their PS Vita and been able to put like a whole bunch of really like cool games on there. So yeah, I've heard that a lot of people have been like just been playing around with their Vita and like homebrewing it and hacking it and getting some good games on there. So I've thought about it. I've thought about it. Also, if it's that easy to hack and, you know, set up with, I might even like, what I might do is that, oh wait, yeah. One of the things that I might do is, get it for David for maybe like a, not as a as like a Christmas gift or something, because I want to get him a handheld. I do. I want to get him a handheld that, you know, if it breaks, I'm not going to be upset about it, because, you know, a Switch is still like, you know, $2.99, right? So I hacked my Vita and it was great. See, remind me, where is that safe? It might be down here. No. Where is that safe again? Yeah. I never had a PSP or a Vita, so. Ronald, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I appreciate that. Do you think Sony is planning on announcing anything new Sly related down the line? Maybe they could have pushed it back further. Again, my only... No, this is just me, you know... This is just me, you know, talking, you know, openly. If there is a Sly Cooper game in development and it's going to be released relatively imminently, like as in like within a year or announced like relatively soon, then the only thing that I could think of as to why they didn't want to show it off at the PlayStation showcase is because they wanted to give the attention to Astrobot, and they didn't want it to cannibalize the hype.
With the help of a straight edge and compass, the answer was simple. Dial in 242.
2, 4, 2. There we go.
Interesting. Chris Cooper's dive collection technique. This move is an extension of the dive move you already know. Just jump and hit the triangle button near breakable objects for some fast braking, fast collecting action.
Cool. Almost died. Keyword almost. Hey, Conky, how's it going? I hope you're doing well, my friend. Ooh. I think the silver Spyros are done. Ah. Bollocks. Hold on. Night's been going great, and it's even better now that you're here. Okay, we gotta tiptoe through the tulips all... Can we even do that all the way there? No, can we even do that? No, I don't think we can. Oh gosh, Gaming Pez, while, you know, I share in your enthusiasm, Microsoft... Crash Bandicoot is going to be in a very awkward spot when it comes to... It is going to be in a very awkward spot when it comes to its classics catalog. Because Sony Computer Entertainment America published the original games, but it was developed by Naughty Dog, but it was... which is now owned by PlayStation, but it was owned by Universal, but Universal was then owned by Activision through an extensive amount of purchases, and then owned by Microsoft. So yeah, that's gonna be weird. Yes, they are done. Just give me a second to pry them off the plate. Ooh, they look nice. So here, let me show you something real quick with what I do whenever I do stuff off the plate. So give me a second here. Also, excuse my office. My office right now is in shambles due to 3D printing and mailing and all that stuff. It's in shambles. But what you do is that you have this build plate here, and this build plate's like this flexible metal that has all these little supports on it to make sure that all the details are good. So then you take it and you flex it. You pop it off, just like so. You pop it off, just like so. So you have all those tree supports. Take off the primer line. Magnetically attach it back onto the build plate. And then you have your Spyros. Now what we then typically do is, of course, we take off the support. So it goes like that. Like this. It's actually a really satisfying thing to do. It feels really nice. So this model was on Thingiverse, but it was under it's something under a rights where you can commercially sell it as long as you give credit to the original creator, which I do. So this is on Thingiverse, so you can actually go and download this yourself. The crystal dragons are extracted from Reignited, but then I modify them to make them actually printable. The Crash Team Rumble, the Crash Team Racing, I made this. I modeled that myself. I modeled the Clue bottles myself. And then I modeled the Spyro S myself. I modeled a whole number of things I've modeled myself. So, right. So this pops off nicely, just like that. And I've gotten it to a science now where I can almost do this without even looking. I can just literally just kind of pop it off. Before I used to always have like a panic attack, like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna break something. And now I'll be sitting here I'll be having a conference call or something, and I'll be just popping off supports and stuff off of my 3D prints, and just continue the conversation as if everything is going fine. Off comes the wing. Right? And all you do is just pop off the supports, because I've been able to get to a point where the supports are very easy to get off, but I always use a pair of pliers for the back of the neck just to make sure that nothing breaks. Hang on. You stop falling. Okay, fine. You want to keep falling, you can go over here for now. Where are you? Where are you? I'm over here. Where is that bloody... There we go. Anyway, we got it out. There we go. So then, ta-da! We now have a silver Spyro. This is currently for sale. This and his purple brethren are also for sale as well. Both are for sale. Both in the Etsy store. Just go to the link and you can see variations. You can see silver. There's only two. We only got 2 silver Spyros for sale, and then they're done, and as well as a silver 1-up 1 life crystal dragon that is also for sale. So let me put him down. Let me quickly just remove the supports for this other purple guy, or for silver guy, this other silver little guy, and then we'll get right back to the stream. So again, even faster that time. Fit check. Actually, Dromasaurus. We got Peacekeepers. Got it on Dromasaurus Redbubble, who's in the chat right now. And of course we got the purple plaid. Going. So, second Silver Spyro is up. So, once again, anyone's interested, they are for sale in the Etsy store. I'm sure that I've... Thank you for releasing me. So, yeah, we got two... That looked familiar. Yes, it's... Absolutely love it. Let me switch it over to normal stream. There we go. About supports, I'd be having a 3D print. If I would have known about supports, so the supports that I used were tree supports. So, and I got them down to something good. What brand headphones are using? The Audio Technicas, and honestly, I can't recommend them enough. I love them. I love them. They got a good set of sound to them. They're tough. I mean, like, I've had kids reef on them. The sound quality is really good.
Astonishing. All my
Love them.
calculations led me to believe you had failed to knock out that generator.
Never was good at math.
Well, here's a real test for you. I found a way out to Raleigh's hideout.
And again, we still have
It is doomed to
Sly Cooper
failure.
You're not
masks.
gonna tell me I have to shoot myself out of that cannon.
I'm afraid that's the only way.
Now you're talking.
You're really scaring me, man. Anyway, to get inside that thing, you had to steal all 7 of Raleigh's treasure keys.
So what are we waiting for? You show me those hollow what's-its?
You mean my holographic markers?
Yeah. And I'll swipe whatever it takes to get shot out of that cannon and steal back my family's Thievius Raccoonus.
Can't get Lego sets. Oh, jeez. That'd be crazy. Alright, let's go get this mini game over with. Nope. Right in the face. That sound effect sounds like from the original Spyro 2, doesn't it? Maybe I'm mishearing it.
You found it, Sly. This is where Raleigh's gang of crabs stashes his sunken treasure.
No, Raleigh's got crabs!
The left analog stick controls the sun. Give it a try. Great. Use the right analog.
You gotta watch them crabs!
That's it. Remember, you can always drive the sub in one direction while firing in another. To earn a treasure key, you'll need to collect all 40 chests.
A booger box!
Into a tube.
No!
Better luck next time.
Missed one. Yeah, I'm not big on twin shooters myself. I'm not a big twin shooter guy. Venomous donated $5 through Super Chat. Give me a second, Venomous. Here. Oh, I got stuck. Oh, I somehow saved it, I guess. Jeez. Got it.
Congratulations, you did it.
Okay. So how we all feel about the Sly situation? It's interesting how Jeff Grubb said there's a cause going on that's delaying Ghost of Tsushima 2. Interesting. A cause? I'm not sure what you mean by a cause. Again, I thank you so much for the $5. I'm upset. I'm still upset. I'm not happy about particular situations surrounding Sly. Yeah, there's not really much I can. There's not really much I can say other than that. I'm not thrilled about it. I'm still salty about it, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna stream Daxter next week. Probably not next week. There's I'm not sure. What do the filters look like? I'm not sure. So the only thing that we have is enhancements off, on, which doesn't change much, and then visual presets is default, modern, classic arcade, and modern arcade. So that's basically it. I just but I'm not sure how, because we know Sucker Punch isn't, or at least we're assuming that Sucker Punch is not working on it. So why would Sucker Punch not showing their game have to do with Sly not showing up? I'm kind of curious to... Are you implying that strictly just because Ghost of Tsushima wasn't something with Sly, because he's saying there's something that's causing from being shown? Did he say that again? Or was that just his... Because that just sounds like his original statement that Jason Schreier turned around and said that that's not true, right? Or did Jeff Grubb talk about Sly Cooper again recently? Take care, Braden. Thank you so much for stopping by. Because if that's just based off his original statement, then it doesn't mean anything, in my opinion. Other than that, you know, he's just simply speculating, because he said that based on the fact that Ghost of Tsushima excuse me, that Sucker Punch was working on Sly Cooper, right? Now, if he came up and said after the fact that, hey, Ghost of Tsushima was delayed or whatnot, and there were other games delayed, then okay, maybe we can apply that. But if he didn't say anything new and it's just based off his original statement, it was based and founded on the fact that he originally thought that Sucker Punch was going to be the team working on it. But again, I said this earlier, and I'm not going to be making any more videos about Sly Cooper in terms of a new game coming out until I see until I see either like 99.9% proof, whether it's through via like a leak or a oh shoot, whether it's through a leak or you know, PlayStation sends me screenshots early and then I am able to you know, I get some screenshots early for whatever reason, then, you know, then sure, we can, I'll talk about it and be like, hey, maybe there is something in development or whatever, right? So, but now let's not say I'm not going to talk about Sly Cooper, because, you know, I can still talk about Sly Cooper and talk about, you know, aspects of it. I'm not going to limit myself in that aspect of like, oh yeah, you know, I want to talk about this particular aspect of the game. No, I'm not going to limit myself in that way. But I've been burned twice by Sly, which is like, okay, that makes me upset. I don't like being wrong that way. And it's not even for my own hype. It's, I don't want to get other people excited for no reason. Genuinely, I don't, right? I genuinely don't want to get people excited for no reason. I want to keep people hopeful, but not overwhelmingly excited.
This page features Karen Cooper-Giwa's coin magnet technique. All she had to do was stand near money, and it would magically jump into her purse. From now
Man,
on, you'll automatically
wouldn't that be awesome to have that ability? Wouldn't that be where you just stand by and it's like, oh, money just jumps into your purse? Wow, geez, man. Boy, howdy, how did that happen? Go to a casino and, you know, suddenly, you know, oh, would you look at that? Money just jumped into my pocket. Who would have thought? Teach the old ladies who pull out their coin purses at stores when they're like, I'm gonna pay $32 in quarters. One. Then all quarters just jump into my pocket. It's like, yeah, that all your quarters now belong to me, Grandma. Booyah, Grandma. Did I get them all, or am I missing one? Nope, you got them all. Alright, Raleigh. Get ready to get cannoned. Get ready to have a cannon moment. How delightful. We have a guest. The only thing is, I hate unexpected guests.
Listen, Raleigh, wipe up my family and steal what's mine? You better expect company.
Oh, I'm ever so sorry. How sloppy of me not to finish the job. Obviously, we should have snuffed you out as well. So, without further ado, let me make a end of my exploding to gargantuan size and squashing you like the insignificant bug that you are.
Bring it on.
One, two. Oh, shoot. That one was on me. One, two, three. Wait, what? For some reason, like, it's not input delay. I don't like the jumping in Sly Cooper 1. 3, 4. Guess it was 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, two, three, 4, 5. Got him. There we go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, what? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Smack. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Smack. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Why is it now 9? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh. What? Is it 5 platforms? Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got him.
Blast it all! You've beaten me. Well, gloat all you want, Sly Cooper. You're no match for Mugshot, my villainous cohort in Utah. You'll see.
In
They said
Utah.
City is so well guarded, a snake couldn't slither in without setting off alarms.
Raleigh's section of the Thievius Raccoonus held detailed instructions on how to perform my ancestor Ryoichi Cooper's ninja spire jump, a technique he developed while sneaking into the thickly fortified castles of feudal Japan. Finding a way off Raleigh's boat got a little tricky with the untimely arrival of Inspector Fox, who, failing to find me, busted Raleigh and his crew.
Hot chick with gun busts.
With the
Amphibious
storm
yak
machine out of
mouth.
commission, boats found their way back onto the ocean, and the mystery of the Welsh Triangle faded from memory. My gang and I loafed around England for a while, enjoying the pleasant weather, and then headed back home, excited for our next heist.
I took the liberty of pinning your mission map up on the wall. You can use it to warp directly to any levels you've already visited.
I understand your frustration, CG, on Summer Game Fest, but think of all the times we thought Crash and Spiral would be a show, and then we ended up being right. I don't think it's equal, but that's just
We're
me.
all set to go to Mesa City.
Yeah, move it, Murray. There you go, bud. I don't think it's the same situation, in my opinion. Explain? Okay, well, here, like this. I'll explain really easily. If you take a look at Crash and Spyro, if you take a look at all the times that we thought that something was going to be there and it wasn't, and then eventually it was going to be there, right? So why don't we actually look at previous events? So first and foremost, let's take a look at the events that we thought Spyro was going to be at certain places. PlayStation Experience wasn't there. Medieval showed up. That one stream that guy said it wasn't going to be there. All the stuff when it comes to Crash and Spyro, it was always, hey, I wonder if something is... there was always something to precede it. There was a legitimate hint, right? There was always a legitimate, like, hey, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So if you sit down and think about it, take a look at Spyro with Falcon McBob. If you want to look at all the merch from all the different places for Spyro leading up to its announcement, there were signs popping up left, right, and center that there was interest, especially from other third parties, to that third party that there is an interest in Spyro. So it was a matter of like, okay, we know that they're interested in wanting to make Spyro. We know that we know that for a fact, because otherwise they wouldn't be doing all this stuff. And then eventually, boom, here is Spyro Reignited. Crash Team Racing, didn't have enough time to really speculate about that, and then boom, there it was. Crash Bandicoot 4, there was evidence to suggest leading up to it. There was things like actual legitimate developer pointed things saying, hey, here's a tease, hey, here's a tease, hey, here's a tease, and then boom, here is the official teaser, and then boom, here's the trailer, right? Even Crash Team Rumble, for all of its stumbles in terms of development and coming out to full release, look at all the things leading up to it. Look at the Wumpa League tease from the GDC of talking about Crash Bandicoot 4. Look at the banner in the background that says Wumpa League. All of these things, they are all public evidence to suggest that there's a tease, there's a poke, there's a wink, wink, nudge, nudge. With Sly, it's not the same. It's not the same. With Sly, we were relying a lot on what leakers had been saying, or what leakers had been eventually saying, right? What the leakers had been saying, hey, there is something Sly Cooper related. Hey, here's something. And, you know, when you look at DMs and when you look at private conversations and whatever, and and it all is sourced from leakers. There is no wink, wink, nudge, nudge officially from PlayStation as of yet beyond this game coming out. And then them having like the Sly Cooper little thing on the PlayStation rewards. While it's all good signs, none of it is third-party stuff like, hey, we have new Sly Cooper merch coming out. And here it is officially. And hey, here's a third party stepping in and saying, hey, we're making more merch. And hey, here's a statue. And hey, here's first 4 figures. Hey, here's all this activity that's starting to rumble up. And then boom. Most of our information is sourced from people who are claiming to be having information on the inside. Now, I'm not saying they don't have information on the inside, because they do. But there is no official outward sort of confirmation beyond literally just the Sly Cooper mask from the one trailer. And that's it, really, in terms of official wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And I still do believe that there was a Sly Cooper game in development. At least there was one. And I do believe that they hit a wall and go bang in terms of its development. I do believe that. I do genuinely believe that to this day. I still believe that there was something in development all the way back in like 2022, or at least there was some seeds to it being in development, and then it hit a brick wall. And that I believe, that I 100% believe. But when it comes to the here and now, ever since that mask back at that trailer, since then, PlayStation has not done any official wink, wink, nudge, nudge for Sly Cooper. And all the hype around Sly Cooper existing is based solely around what leakers have been saying. When it came to Spyro, there was also not a lot of opposition. There wasn't a lot of people saying, I can deconfirm that Spyro 4 or Crash Bandicoot 4 is not in development. I can deconfirm that, blah, blah, blah. There was nobody really saying that. There wasn't anybody with any sort of reasonable resources that were coming out and saying, hey, there is nothing in development, right? But then with Sly Cooper, there is opposition. There is confusion. There is things are not really meshing together. In fact, at this point, I would say that there's more evidence right now that there's a Banjo-Kazooie in development more than Sly Cooper. Now, that's not to say that there isn't a Sly Cooper game in development, but there is third-party support starting about, okay, here's something going on over here, and then here's something going on here, and then, okay, there's things kind of going, there's talk, there's crosstalk, there's all these things kind of starting to percolate. So, you know, like at this point, you know, even with Phil Spencer saying his comment that he said, that's a wink, wink, nudge, nudge. What Phil Spencer said, Banjo fans, I hear you. And then in the same interview saying we don't just say game names just to tease people ever endlessly. If I say something, typically there's something there. That's a wink, wink, nudge, nudge. That is a wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Look at Paul Yan and all the stuff that he's dropped. Those are wink, wink, nudge, nudges. Look at all the things that Toys for Bob has done. Those are wink, wink, nudge, nudges. Sly Cooper's not getting that. And that's frustrating for me. And that's frustrating because when leakers say, hey, there's something in development, and then there's a wink, wink, nudge, nudge. If something doesn't show up at a show, it's okay, because it's like, okay, but we kind of are hearing leakers and the developers themselves are going wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So, okay, maybe not this show, but maybe the next show. But when you don't have the creators going wink, wink, nudge, nudge, you just have leakers and you have just people claiming big, bold claims to relax and watch the show, and things are going to happen, and don't worry about it. And yes, I know about it. And oh, I've heard about it, blah, 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 all these things. And then when it doesn't show up, that makes me angry. And that makes me frustrated, because it's okay. I'm hoping that something comes. I'm hoping that these leakers have something more to it. Why? And then for it to not happen, that makes me upset. That makes me, and this hasn't just happened once when it came to Sly Cooper, but this has happened twice now, and I'm not happy about it. And if it happens to me once, okay, you know what? Maybe I got my wires crossed. Maybe the information was wrong. Maybe something was weird. Okay, I can get that. But when you have it happen twice now I'm not happy. So when a leaker jumps up and says again, oh, by the way, here's information about a Sly Cooper leak, it makes me I'm not excited anymore, because I can't report that and give that to everybody watching, because doesn't mean anything anymore. Because if it meant something before, then if it meant something before and it didn't pan out, why should it matter now if another leaker comes out and says Sly Cooper is in development, right? Hey, Chris, thank you so much for the $5. I knew that once I saw Sly Cooper 1 suddenly on the PS5, you were going to see it and play it. I was shocked too. Hope you're doing well, CG. Thank you so much, Chris. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for all your love and support. I appreciate it. You have to realize that when there's a difference between saying, I think something is in development, and I know something's in development. And again, when things are okay, they've been holding back. Okay, maybe they are holding back. Maybe Sony is holding back. Then why are leakers talking about Sly Cooper all the time? It doesn't matter if they're holding it back, because then why are leakers still talking about Sly Cooper? Why are they still talking about it? Why is there dates being given? Why is there, I think it's going to happen here, or it's going to happen there, or it's going to go here or there, whatever. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. Yes. I get you that PlayStation holds things back. I get you. I totally get you. So when things are told to relax, or when things are said with confidence, or things are said, this is going to happen at this point in this timeline, I would rather hear, I heard it's in development, I don't know when though. I would rather hear that. I would rather hear, I heard this. I don't know when it's going to happen though. I would rather hear that than be given specific times. Because at least then I can be like, okay, let's try to figure things out.
It had been a while since I'd been back in the U.S. Next up, the notorious mugshot. Ruthless muscle of the fiendish five. What he lacked in brains, he definitely made up for in brawn. Turns out he wasn't always that way. He grew up as the run of the litter. A neighborhood weakling. The only friends he could turn to were usually found on the big screen. It was there that he spotted his first gangster, and he knew instantly that that's what he wanted to be. He spent the rest of his youth working real hard to get there, fueled on his dreams of great power and respect. With enough perspiration, he realized that dream. He'd become a hard-boiled, street-brawling, tough-as-nails gangster, ensuring that he'd never be picked on or pushed around again. always wanted to go to that thriving American boom town.
Hey, Sly, I thought you said Mesa City was going to be loud and busy. This looks more like a ghost town.
Something's happened.
Thank you.
Where is it?
Thank you.
I don't know, but
Hope
it's
things are
starting
going
to
well,
give me
mate.
the
Thank you. I
creeps.
appreciate that.
What do you say we take off?
And miss all the fun? Besides,
Playing
I
Sly for
wanna
the first
try out
time,
the
I
new
think the
movie we got
third
from
one,
Alex section
you go
of
back in
Thievius
time
Raccoonus.
to various
Mean the ninja
times.
spire
You get a chance to buy a boost
Do me a
slash dash for
favor and
Sly.
read the instructions
I
again.
find him slow.
Landeth safely upon diminutive points, leapeth lively and presseth the triggering device with the round geometrical object emblazoned upon it.
So jump and hit the circle button to land on narrow spots.
That's a rough translation.
No, I'm not happy. Genuinely. I'm not happy about the situation when it comes to dealing with Sly Cooper. I'm not because it makes me upset when I'm led to believe something and then and then it doesn't happen, because now I'm leading other people astray as well. If I fall off a cliff, I feel like other people are also falling off a cliff as well. And now all it does is it just makes everybody else more calloused to the fact. Thank you so much, Elena, for the $5. Instead of the boy who cried wolf, this is the leaker who cried Sly Cooper's coming. Kind of, a little bit. Because this is twice now that there was a drumming up of hype for Sly Cooper, and then it got shut down by Sucker Punch, right? And not just shut down, but completely shut down. And that's frustrating to me. So this is my statement when it comes to Sly Cooper has basically come to this. If the showcase comes and goes and no Sly Cooper shows up, then at the moment there's no project coming out anytime soon. And all the smoke that Nick Baker heard, and all the smoke that maybe or Jeff Grubb or whatever, all of it was, that's what it was, smoke. That's it. And we're starting back to square one. That's it. That is my final thing in regards to Nick saying that Sly Cooper's in development, or Grubb, or any leaker that says anything about Sly Cooper. That's it. That's it for me. Because if it doesn't show up at the showcase, then I've had literally zero means to really have any weight towards what Nick says when it comes to Sly Cooper. And that's not a knock on Nick. That's not a knock on Nick. That's absolutely not a knock against Nick. I just think that, Nick's being fed information that's incorrect. And other people as well. And at that point, it just becomes, okay, right? So that's really where I'm at. Where if it doesn't come up at the showcase, then that's not to say that there's a Sly Cooper. That's not to say that there's no Sly Cooper in development at the moment. That's not to say that. I'm not saying that. And that's not to say I've lost hope in there being a Sly Cooper game coming out. I'm also not saying that. I'm saying that this chapter of leakers saying that, hey, it's going to be announced soon, this chapter, these set of leakers, this set of stuff is closed.
With those flashing lights.
The latest in high-tech security. Electronic floor sensors. Step on them and you're a goner.
And then it would have to be either an official wink, wink, nudge, nudge from Sony or for the game to come out. So I'm giving it to the showcase. If it's not there, then as I said, unless some gigantic hint comes out of nowhere to suggest it, I'm not going to be talking about, Sly Cooper 5 again. That's it. I've been burned twice on it, and I'm livid about it. I'm still livid about it, and I'm not happy, and I'm not impressed. And I'm grumpy about it. Hey, kebab. I am not happy about it. I am actually quite cross about it. To use the, different terms of terminology. I'm cross about it. I'm not happy about it. And I am tired of, when it comes to Sly Cooper, of leakers saying something's in development, and then I'm cross about it. So what are the rating settings for this game? I heard it had some. Not a lot. You ready? You ready for the deep settings? You ready? Are you ready? You're not ready. Here we go. Modern, classic arcade, and modern arcade. Modern is just dark. Which I'm like, nah, can we just go back to there we go. That's it. Those were the render options. Right. Yeah, that's what I was hoping too. Take care, Dromasaurus. Thank you so much for stopping by. Always appreciate you stopping by. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I get it, Venomous. I'm still very upset about it. All right, so we're missing. Was it 4 bottles? Yeah, again, if by the time we get to the showcase or September and there is no announcement of Sly, in my opinion, then we're back to square one, which is we don't know what's going on at all, period. Missing 1 bottle because of course we are. All right, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Yeah, sorry, I'll be back. goodness. Wow. Thank you everybody for the donations. That's incredible. Thank you. Hold on. Why is my phone on? Hold on. Sorry, just got a message. Let me see here. So first up, thank you so much to the single player for donating $20 to Super Chat. Thank you so much. Thank you. Here's to more of that Thievius Raccoonus. Well, I appreciate the $20. Thank you. And then Elena donated $20 as well. We got two $20 donations, a little $20 donation train. Just trying to break the Canadian. Well, you guys always kill me every week with the support, and I always love it. Okay, so we got a new Etsy order. 1 second. Let's see. Ooh, is a bigger order. So we got now the last Spyro S has been sold. We had all 4 Spyro S's sold on stream. 1, 2, 3, 4. But that's not the only thing that we sold out of. We also sold out of the Precursor Orbs. That's right. We got the Precursor Orbs have been sold out. We have me. I ordered. Awesome. Precursor Orb is sold. And the another black mask has been sold, which means we have 1 black mask left. We have 3 blue masks left. So get them while they're hot, because I always let you guys know first on stream when on stream first, because you guys are always typically my closest supporters. Then we go to the YouTube page, and then we go to Twitter. So I'll let you guys know first, and you guys can always take a look. Again, we still have some other stuff. We still got the silver Spyros. We still have some crystal dragons. We have the new 5-inch Emerald Queen. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I appreciate that. Your package will break you too, and I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Emerald Queen. Thank you. Your package, thank you so much. Do you have any Sly canes made? Not yet. I might have to make that as a custom order, as in, like, not directly through Etsy, but through, like, through there it is. Like, through DMs or something. Because that is a big order. Like, doing a life-size Sly Cooper cane, that would be a big order. Always missed that ball. Yeah, I missed that one too. Here we go.
A little bit of higher mathematics and voila! Dial in 314.
314.
Outstanding! You've uncovered Rob McCooper's patented explosive hat technique. Use the triangle button to toss your cap. Then use the triangle button again to detonate it. Better back off to a safe distance first.
Release B, Dragon S. Alright, let's get to the end of the level. And then we're going to go to Q&R afterwards. So questions and rants. So we are going to be wrapping up the stream. If you guys got any questions, make sure to fire them away. And I will try my best to answer as many questions as possible. like I said, also figuring out what is a life-size, you know, trying to figure out what is a life-size Sly cane, right? All right, so we're gonna go with a save slot 1. Yes, there we go. All right, ladies and gents, that is all the time we have for us. So we're gonna go over to the Q and R section of the stream again. Forgive the state of my office. The office right now is destroyed a bit. I'm so, you know, if you guys take a look behind me, actually it's clean right directly, but well, mostly clean directly right behind me. But this is all for like shipping and stuff. We are trying to figure out a new place in the house to do all of our post processing, which is like dispatching orders, boxes, storage and stuff, because my office having 2 printers, all my YouTube stuff, my collectibles and stuff, and all that, it's no bueno right now. It's not working. It's not. It ain't it, Chief. It's not working. So I have to figure out something new. Ah, yes, Saeed FIFA, you are correct. However, just get some wood and print the Sly Clean and get some wood and that's it. There's a little bit more to that. And the thing is that there are things that you have to realize. No, it wouldn't, Emerald Queen, because I have to figure out the scaling. I have to figure out, you know, scale from Sly Cooper to the cane, right? So I think my best bet would be to measure out Sly in pixels, measure out the cane in pixels, and do a ratio for the average human height. And then go from there. Because here's the issue. Here's the issue of just saying, oh, just get some wood, slap it on, and call it a day. Now you have to think. You need a box big enough to ship that. Think about it. You have to get a box big enough to ship that. How many boxes are you going to order? Because these were all issues that I've encountered. These are all issues I've had to encounter. How about void fill? How do you make sure that it's not going to rattle around and bounce around in the package and break by the time it gets to its location? Right? Like this little guy. Simple. You put him in a box and void fill. Not so hard. This guy, not so easy. Wings are delicate. The wings can be delicate. So you have to figure out, okay, well, the package, you can't just have the wing. The wings are frustrating to deal with. So you have to have it sit flat, because if you're having it sit forward like this, the wings are in a bad spot. And then you can't have it sitting back like this, because then it's resting on the wings. And again, the wings are fragile. So it has to sit like so, flat on the bottom of the box. So you can't have it sit like this. You can't have it sit like this. It has to sit right. Right? There's a whole bunch of different things that you have to have account for. So figuring all of that out is all part of the logistics of, hey, I could print a Sly Cane for myself. Absolutely. And would it be relatively easy? Yeah, it wouldn't be hard. It wouldn't be hard. But now you have to ship it. How do you ship that? And in my opinion, the best way to do that would be to put a screw in the middle, cut it, put a screw in the middle, and then have it, screw together, right? And have it go the way like I made Katie's Riddler cane, which, yeah, we could do that. But that means that, okay, I have to charge more now because I have to go buy the hardware to make the cane being able to be broken in half and fit into one box, right? So it's not easy. It's not easy. That's okay, Kyrie. I understand. But as I said, I'm I'm always restocking. Always restocking. Every week I'm trying to restock. I'm trying to restock. So if you guys any more questions, please fire them away. Yeah, so Carter made this picture to add on to the meme of CGE holding things. Why am I holding a baby? Is it supposed to be like Daniel? It's funny. I don't know why a baby. So again, thank you, Carter, for the meme. We appreciate that. Thank you. Do you know anything about the two new Sony CEOs? I don't know anything about them and was wondering with them taking charge if you were more optimistic or worried about PlayStation's future. So two leaders is always an interesting situation. Let me just quickly look up who they are again. Is it Herman Hulst? Is Herman Hulst the CEO right now? Two CEOs of Sony. Who was it that became the two new CEOs again? Herman Hulst, yeah, and Hideki Nishino. Hideki Nishino. I apologize if I'm butchering the name. Herman Hulst is really good, into my opinion. He was somebody that I think is relatively trustworthy. Of course, that's just surface level. Before he became CEO, he was what was he? He was I'm trying to remember the exact name. He was like leadership of Sony IP or something like that. He was. Hold on. What was I'm trying to remember of he was head of PlayStation Studios. That's right. All right. So he was at Gorilla. Then he was head of PlayStation Games, and now he's CEO. I do agree. I think Sly 2 is the best game. Why is it not Sly Cooper 4? Actually, I have a very controversial take on Sly Cooper 4. I think the first half of Sly Cooper 4 is the best Sly Cooper game in the whole franchise. The first half. Ryoichi Cooper and Tennessee Kid Cooper. Both of those chapters are just basically borderline masterpieces in how you should make a Sly Cooper game. They're fantastic. I could replay those chapters over and over and over again. They're fantastic. And then you hit Bob. And then Bob is the biggest, stankiest fart in an elevator when it comes to a game ever. It changing over to Bob is just hitting a brick wall at 4,000 miles an hour. You just crumple like a tin can into just mush. I do not like. And Bob was awful. And then the following chapter was mediocre, and they had the stupid plot twist of Bentley's girlfriend there. Can't remember her name. And then Salim, like their move variety was just bleh. So, yeah, Sir Galeth was meh. That whole I like the look of that chapter, but the whole plot twist to it kind of adds a sour note. And then Salim just kind of just doesn't do anything really. He's like, oh, I can go up a chain fast, and I have a magic carpet, which is the same thing as a parachute, but he can go up chains quick and go. And it's annoying. It is very, very annoying. So I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of. I am not a fan of Sly Cooper 4 because of that. But I will sit down. But yeah, basically, Salim, just not a fan. Just not a fan of him. Not a fan. Definitely not this year. Spyro will definitely not be released this year. From what I have heard thus far, and from what we're kind of hearing, I just hope we get an announcement in December. That's my hope. That's what I'm hoping for, is we at least get maybe an announcement, even that there's a new Spyro in development. Thoughts on Twitter hiding likes from everyone. So, I see the point, and I can understand why. But also, like, it also kind of sucks. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. There has to be kind of a line drawn between what Twitter is. You see, what's really interesting about stuff like Facebook is that Facebook can be pretty private, right? Facebook can be, hey, only my friends can see my activity. Not even my friends can see my activity. I can do everything relatively, private on Facebook. Twitter, it's kind of meant to be open to the world, right? Kind of more open. So you're supposed to be able to kind of see what's going on, right? On Facebook, if someone that doesn't know, if there's somebody on Facebook who, let's say somebody on Facebook goes, I know this guy named CG, and I think his mustache is stupid and his voice is funny, and et cetera, and they post that. Unless it's on a public forum, I can't find that post. Because I'm not friends with that person. Unless they're a friend of mine, then that would just be really weird and, awkward. But suffice to say, someone could go on a rant, a tirade on Facebook, and it's only so their friends to see, and that's it. That same person could go on the same tirade about me on Twitter, and I could see it. Right? It's a public forum. It's an open space. So, the question becomes, what are we trying to make Twitter? What is Twitter? What are we trying to make Twitter? What are we trying to do? Is it what are we trying to do with Twitter? What is the point of Twitter now? Is it supposed to be an open forum? Is it supposed to be a private forum? What is the point? And from that point, I think there's a time and place for certain things. I can understand why people would like the videos that they like privated. I can understand that. I just don't know where that's going to lead algorithmically, because also too, you have to think Twitter takes things into considerations where, like, let's say I have 18,000 followers, which I do, on Twitter, and let's say a third of them like a certain post. And if a third of my audience is looking at a post and liking it, then it will get recommended to me. Because, well, it's okay, well, if a third of your audience is liking this, then we think that would be, suffice to say, that, would be good for you to see. But with likes being privated, I have an unfortunate feeling that there is going to be a lot more it can kind of keep people in check too a little bit, because what can happen is that if there are posts that are popping up on my feed that I don't like, whether it's mature, whether it's something I don't care about, whether it's whatever, I can be like, okay, who is liking these posts? And then I can see, right? I can be like, oh, this friend, and then it leads down a rabbit hole of, oh, they like this post and they like that post and blah, 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 and then everybody becomes aware that is a thing that people will do, is that if you look at someone's profile, you can look at what they liked, and sometimes it's like, oh, they have a religious opinion, they have a political opinion, they have this opinion, or they like this and they don't like this, and blah 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 blah, etc., 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 etc. Then, if everybody knows that all your likes are public, it keeps everybody on their toes a little bit, because it's like, do I want people to know I like this? But here's the problem, is that you remove the likes, right? You remove the likes, or that they're public, and then all of a sudden we're going to start getting referred content from the followers, and we don't know where it's going to be coming from. And if people know that it's private, if people know that it's not public, if people know that, then it's like, I think the best bet would be to just make it optional. That's it. I would just make it completely optional. I'd be like, hey, you want to make your likes privated? It's up to you. Yay, nay, you choose. Right? So, we'll see. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time I have for tonight. I really appreciate everyone tuning in. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody who ordered some stuff over on Etsy. That was super, super cool. I am very grateful for that. Thank you. Things are going great. Things are going fantastic with the store. I'm very pleased. I'm very happy. And I can't wait to be able to see you guys again. Thank you all so much. We'll be back tomorrow with, I don't know what I'm going to be streaming tomorrow. Hey, Elena, donate $5 super chat. Would you consider playing Cavern of Dreams tomorrow? You're not the first person to suggest that, so it's a suggestion that we will see. We will see. There's a lot of people suggesting a lot of things, so we will see. So, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video and or live stream. Time for the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye.